Good morning everybody and welcome. Welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And this morning I've got you here at Mount Tomaree. Let me just step down the mountain here. And I've got you here to see the sunrise. How beautiful is this? It's Saturday morning on the long weekend. Behind me, you probably can't see it there all that clearly, but the moon, the full moon, is setting in the west. And from the east, we've got the magnificent sunrise. How glorious is that? Anyway, another beautiful day. And today I want to have a chat to you about a topic which is near and dear to my heart. I was very fortunate years ago to have been sent to a great school. My parents made many sacrifices. I guess I'm lucky because I'm an only child, but my parents sent me to a great school with high expectations for me to get educated and to live a good life. When I was at school, I had a couple of teachers who really stood out, and I remember so clearly that one of the teachers said back then that learning, the act of learning, is simply attaching the unknown to the known. He pleaded with us to try and learn something new every single day of our lives. And he said that the most satisfying, the most fulfilling thing in a person's life is to gain knowledge in all things and to not only gain knowledge, to live, learn and pass it on. We have a responsibility to our children, to our families, as we all are important links in a long, unbroken chain. So we're called upon to learn, pass it on, and to link together the three generations that follow us to the three generations that preceded us. So on learning, the teacher also implored us. He said, learn something new every single day, because the compound effect is phenomenal. We know the compound effect of interest and how that is one of the great phenomenons in the world. Learning is the same. You build upon what you've already learned before. So the lesson to children is that learning is attaching what you don't know to what you already know. So the more you know, the more you're capable of learning and knowing. So there are lots of ways to learn. There are books you can read, and that's called OPE, living other people's experience. We can go through life ourselves and just learn whatever we learn ourselves. But that's limiting, because we'll be making mistakes and we'll be learning things for the first time. We'll be inventing the wheel for the first time every time. However, there are people who have gone before us. There are races, there are nations that have gone thousands of years before us and have accumulated wonderful amounts of knowledge which they've shared with us. So don't be shy to call on others to build your knowledge. Find good teachers, find good books. There are plenty of good book summaries at the moment available for free on websites like Best Book Bits. And what I'll be doing over the next year, 2 years, 5 years is every day I'll be taking snippets out of all the books and book summaries that I've read and presenting them to you in Jim's 5 a.m. Club. For those who want to follow, you're welcome. For those who don't want to follow, no problems. It's all okay. So, just letting you know, I'm up here. I've just seen a magnificent moon setting, the full moon setting in the west, and we've got the sunrise happening here in the east, just blocked behind some clouds at the moment. But it's whale season. It's whale season up here at Nelson Bay, and the whales run in winter. So at the beginning of winter, they make their journey, their northerly journey to Carve, and the peak time, so you're aware, is the first week of July and last week of June. So make your way to the east coast during these times to see whales breaching, jumping out of the water and exploding on the surface. It is a magnificent visual. So don't waste that opportunity. You can go down to Bondi, you can do the Bondi to Bronte walk, and you'll see heaps of whales. You can go up to Palm Beach, to Barrenjoey Lighthouse, and you'll see heaps of whales up there as well, because that's the line they take going up the coast. So when they're heading north, they're nice and close to the coast because they ride the currents up. Somebody was telling me that last week. So they ride the currents up, and in September, October, they come back down with their baby calves, and they're a little further out, but sometimes they come close depending on the conditions. So that brings us to the end of another Jim's 5 a.m. club. It's a glorious day. It's the long weekend. There's a magnificent sunrise happening out there behind me. It's a little bit hard to see there on the phone, but it's happening. It's as predictable as anything else. The sun rises in the morning and goes down in the evening. It's the same sun that Adam and Eve would have been able to look at and enjoy. Remember, God's creation is for all of us to enjoy, to thoroughly enjoy. So don't get caught up at home on the couch doing nothing. Get up, get out there, get active, and never forget the affirmation that we're alive, we're well, and we feel great. Have a great Saturday, everybody, and I'll chat to you again. And don't forget, learn, live, learn, and pass it on. Your learnings will not be wasted. Years ago, I would read books and books and books. And the thing that impressed me most was that I'd read a whole book, and there was just one sentence in that book which was profound and stayed with me forever. So you need to dig deep and you need to go through a lot of things. But that one sentence, that one point, that one profound moment can be that message that can get you through tough times, through good times. It can also help other people around you. So once again, take care. One more look at this sunrise. I can't get enough of the sunrises. And to see a sunrise on the east coast of Australia is magical, because there's nothing between me and South America. If you drew a straight line across the globe from me to that sunrise, it would go to the north of New Zealand, and there's just absolute gap, nothing between me and that sunrise. So enjoy it, take care, and we'll chat again. Yasas, que carasas. Bye for now.